All right, good morning, YouTube. Team Mosin coming to you from the bunker on a very frigid January morning here in Nebraska. I think it's supposed to be about 15 or 18 degrees or something like that out there today. But that actually makes for pretty good conditions for our little project for today. We're going to go down to the gun range and we're going to get on the 600-yard range, which because of the temperature, there will be nobody else on. And we're going to attempt to take the Mosin as requested and bang some steel with it. And we're going to try to get clear out to about 550 yards, which, yeah, I've done that a couple times in the past. I don't spend a lot of time shooting the Mosin at that particular distance, but yeah, out to, 2 and 3 and 400 yards, yeah, quite a bit. It's very reliable out to those distances. It's a hammer out to about 400 yards for sure. No problem. So anyway, we're going to pack things up and we're going to get bundled up, and then we're going to get in the Pathfinder and we're going to head down to the range. So we'll see you when we're getting close. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me this morning on this Arctic Nebraska January morning. This is my drive down into the gun range. The clock in the truck says it's 20 degrees. And I've got her in the four-wheel drive. And we're just kind of creeping down in here. This road, they take really good care of this road, but we have had a lot of weather and snow lately. So anyway, today we're going to be doing a little bit of work with the Mosin-Nagant rifle on the range, and perhaps some other things that we'll get to later. But that's the purpose of this video, is to do some shooting of the Mosin-Nagant for the channel. We're going to bang some steel and hopefully shoot some targets, and I'll be back whenever. I want to thank George for the request to bang some steel with the Mosin-Nagant. We'll try to get a little bit of that on camera for you today. The temperature is about 20 degrees. There's a little bit of about a 10 mile an hour, 5 to 10 mile an hour wind coming basically over behind us, over our right shoulder. The conditions aren't too bad, but it is cold. But I'm thankful there's no more wind than there is. So we're going to get to some shooting and see what we can do here. Mosin-Nagant rifle, a try at 300 yards here. This is the Leatherwood long eye relief scope, set to 5x. It's a 2x7 scope, but I set it to 5, and we'll talk about that sometime why I do that. But anyway, for now, let's see if we can get some smacks on that gong down there. Sounded like a good one. Yep, another good one. 300 yards. 203 grain silver bear. Soft point boat tails. Oh, good hit. Nice and solid. 300 yards. We got a little bit of wind. Not really allowing for it very much. It's kind of over our right shoulder in the back, so it's not affecting this too much. There you go, 3 in a row. Yeah, as you can see, we're back in the bunker today, having retreated here from the range after only partially accomplishing our goal for today. And for that, I apologize. As you saw in the video, we were very successful at banging the steel out to 300 meters. However, at that time, you could tell from the audio and you could see on the cameras, there was quite a bit of wind kicking up. It was getting worse and worse, and quite a bit of snow coming down, and the thermometer was falling quite a bit at that point. So by the time we got down at the 330-yard gong there, and we're going to get set up out at 500 meters. Things had just deteriorated mostly in terms of the wind. For number one, the audio was just getting very, very hard to produce in that kind of a wind. You can hear even on what we do have, the audio is kind of squirrely in the wind, and I apologize for that. We'll try and do better in the future. But also, out at that distance, shooting in wind gusts that were, going up to 20, 25 miles an hour, it would have been more of a challenge probably than I was up to at that distance with the Mosin-Nagant. I've had success, shooting that rifle out to that 500 meter gong a number of times, but today it would have just been a demonstration of my ineptitude as a precision rifleman to spend the time and ammunition and the full with the video for the length of time it would have taken to get some consistent results. So we just decided to back out, go get warm, and we'll regroup, and we'll try it on a day when conditions are a little bit more conducive to getting some consistent results and some really quality video for you that will demonstrate what this rifle is really capable of, even in mediocre hands. So I thought that would be just a better way to go. So I do apologize for that. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll get it done. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the range again today. And today we're going to try to stretch the Mosin-Nagant out to some 500 meters, which is like all the way, dang, I don't know if I can hold this steady enough, but it's all the way down there, just shy of where you see all those numbers down there going across on those lanes. The 500 meter gong is right in front of that in the middle. You can kind of see it as a little black dot. The 300 meter gong we were shooting at the other week is over there against that kind of clay hillside there, that little berm. There's a section of railroad track stuck there, and there's a gong welded to it. That's where we were shooting at 300 meters the other week when we were here. Glad to be back today, and we'll go give this a shot. I'll come back on when we're all set up and ready to go. Hello YouTube, here we are set up at the 600-yard range, and we're going to be trying the 500 meter gong down there. I have a camera set up down there. Hopefully the impacts will show up. That's so far away, unlike the 300 meter gong, where I can actually sit here and hear the impacts on that gong with my old ears. On that 500 meter gong, it's far enough away that I really don't pick up the sound very well sitting here at the bench from that distance. So what I did was I actually put a party balloon blown up and set it in front of the gong, about a foot in front of the gong, big yellow balloon. That way, if I do hit that gong, when I hit it, hopefully the splatter from the bullet hitting that gong will break the balloon, and that'll be a visual indicator that I'm on target there. So we're just going to give it a whirl and see what happens. 500 meters. Mosin-Nagant 9130. These are 203 grain Silver Bear ammunition. Now here we go. Hey, bingo, first shot. Right on the money. Try her again. Just duplicating my hold from the first shot. Hopefully we'll be good on all these others. Not a lot of wind today, so I'm hoping that it's not going to be too complicated to reach out there to that 500 meter target and smack it. I kind of heard that one. I'm not really sure. Here we go. Last one. Yeah, not too sure about that one. We'll go down, pick up the target, and pick up the camera and see what it shows. There we are, taking a shot back up through there. back to the bench, and I'm standing right at the 500-meter gong. And as I say, we just looks like we hit, maybe I think we got 3 good solid hits out of 5. Look like they were impacting a little high, so we're going to go back, adjust a little bit, and we'll try it again. So stay tuned.